Today I'm going to try to predict Metacritic scores for upcoming games in September 2025. This is a monthly video series that I do, so if you're into that kind of thing, subscribe and follow along for more. Two things to establish off the top. Number one, I understand Metacritic is not the all-in be-all review scores. It's not that serious. Don't think too hard about it. We're just doing it for fun. And number two, if I miss anything, drop a comment down below. Call me an idiot. Let me know what I missed, and I'll predict the score for it down below. For those interested, here's how I did last month. It was fine, I guess. Had some hits, had some misses. It's just a normal standard month for me. Hopefully this month's going to be better. Do all the normal things content creators say to do, and let's jump into the prediction. September 1st, we have Metal Eden. I'm going to say 74 here. I did actually play this demo during like Steam Next Fest that just took place recently. There was nothing like groundbreaking about it that really sold me. It was just like, yeah, this is a nice like 7 out of 10 experience, I guess. So 74 sounds right here for me. One trend you're going to see all month long is we're going to have a lot of stuff coming out the same day, and that's going to kick things off here with September 4th with Indiana Jones and the Great Circle and the Order of Giants DLC. I'm going to say 84 here. Everything about this game has continued to impress, and people are just loving it. I played the game for at least a few hours. It was fine. I'm just not a big Indiana Jones fan, so maybe I just didn't get into it as much as a lot of other people are. I do want to give the game another chance at some point because of just the amount of praise that's going into it, especially like Troy Baker's performance, etc. But I think the Order of Giants expansion, DLC, add-on, whatever that's going to come out, I think it's going to score about on par with everything else. Next up, we have the big boy of the month. We have the now recently announced drop of Hollow Knight Silksong. I'm going to say 96 for Hollow Knight Silksong, which I think would make it the new highest rated game of the year in terms of a new game that's coming out this year. You know, Hollow Knight came in, I think, at a 90. I think there was like an edition for it that came out like an 89, whatever. I just have that feeling that like this game is truly going to live up to every single bit of hype that's behind it. Hollow Knight Silksong at a 96 just feels right to me. Hopefully it does score as high as I think it's, hopefully at the bare minimum it scores like a 90, but I think this game is going to take the crown for highest rated game of the month as well as highest rated game of the year so far. And last one on the fourth we have is Hell Is Us, which this game looks pretty cool. It has an interesting concept. You know, I was reading some reviews that the combat's a little lacking at times. I was reading that and from some hands-on previews. I think they might have been like some hands-on previews from Gamescom. I could be wrong, but there's also people that still think, oh yeah, this is gonna be a fine game. So I don't know, just the vibes around it I'm getting. Let's just say 79 here. I'm feeling 79. Then on September 5th, we got another slew of games, kicking things off with Daemon X Machina Titanic Scion. The first Daemon X Machina did not score super well. It was like in the 60s, I think. I want to say this game's going to improve upon that. Everything about it that I've seen looks kind of interesting. It looked cool to me when they revealed it. I never played the first one, but I am interested in this one, and I actually just was doing research today. Can I play this one without playing the first one? And apparently you can, so that's cool. I'm going to say 78 on this one, which is just going to be a nice improvement from the last release. Again, on the 5th, we have Chronos The New Dawn, this new horror game by Bloober Team. It looks incredible. I'm really excited for this one. This is one that I really want to play. All the hands-on previews for it, like from Gamescom, has been great, has been incredible, super positive. I'm gonna say 88 on this one. I think Bloober Team's gonna hit with this, and I'm really excited to see the overall reception for Chronos: The New Dawn, and hopefully pick it up sometime in the near future. I got a trip coming up, so I don't know if I'm gonna pick it up this month or next month or whatever the case is. Next up, Everybody's Golf Hot Shots. The Hot Shots Everybody's Golf series all collectively scores kind of in the same ballpark from what I noticed. So I'm gonna say 82, and I'm just gonna say it's gonna continue to meet the trend that everything else does. It's like from when I looked it up earlier, everything seems to score in like that 80s, at mid 80s range. So I'm gonna say 82 here. We're gonna rock with it. And last one for September 5th, we have NBA 2K26. Let's say a 78 here. Look, it's a sports game. It's September, so we have multiple sports games. I think there's like, what, 3 sports games for this month? Yeah, we got 3 sports games for the month. This is gonna be the first one on the docket. NBA games, they're NBA games, right? People are going to enjoy them that play them. 78. Let's move on. Got a couple games here on the 9th with Bubsy's in the Perfect Collection. I'm going to say a 60 on this one. These games don't really score that high, and I don't think this one's going to score that high either. So I'm gonna say a 60 on this one. The other one on the 9th, we have Dragon Ball Gikishin Squadra, which if you have not heard the updated title for this is Dragon Ball Project Multi. I'm gonna say 69 on this. This looks like any sort of generic mobile MOBA that's out there that has a skin on it. I have played a lot of crappy mobile MOBAs. I played a lot of crappy MOBAs. It's just, I've played this one. I played it when it was Project Multi for like the open beta or the closed beta, whatever it was. I don't remember. It's fine. You'll get some enjoyment out of it. It's one of those games that I'll download to my phone. I'll play one round every few months, and I'll be done. And then I'll pick it up again. I do the same thing with Arena of Valor. I think Arena of Valor is still active. I don't know if I haven't played Arena of Valor in like a year, but I would do the same thing with Arena of Valor. Just hop on, play around, get off, not play again for a while. Dragon Ball, Geeky Shin Squad is going to probably be in the same ballpark. September 10th, we have Garfield Kart 2, All You Can Drift. Let's say a 75 on this one, but I'm going to say I wouldn't be surprised if it gets into the 80s. Like I wouldn't be surprised. I know the first game was like, it just got kind of like that meme following behind it, that meme push behind it, but like, there's just a part of me that wouldn't be surprised if this thing scores higher. I'm saying 75, but I feel like there's that possibility it could go higher just because it's like that nice, fun meme game. But or I could be on the money, or I could be off and it could go lower. But I'm feeling 75 on this one. September 12th, we have Borderlands 4. So I am not a Borderlands guy. I've never played the Borderlands. I've never had interest in playing the Borderlands. My two guys at Gamesthetic, they are the Borderlands guys, especially my guy Zach. So I actually just turned to Zach for this one, kind of similar to what I do when it comes to like any of these cozy farm sim games or whatever. I turn to my wife like, hey, what's your thoughts on this? What do you think it could possibly score? So I kind of turned to Zach on this, on what he thinks Borderlands could score. And he thinks if like all the hype is kind of like, if we're living up to the hype, he's feeling 84. So that's going to be my official prediction. I'm going to ride with Zach on this one. We're going to be in the same saddle, and we're going to ride this thing together. I'm feeling 84. You know, the way he kind of talked about it is that if all the hype around Borderlands 4, all the improvements, quality of life, just the kind of the direction they went with it, you know, if it really stays true and they meet those expectations of what they're trying to deliver on it, then he thinks it could be almost like a little bit of a revival for Borderlands after the, you know, the kind of like, it's been a meh for a little bit. So we're going to lock in 84 here, and we'll see how it goes, I guess. Also on the 12th, we have NHL 26, which looking at like the last like 4 years of NHL games, they all tend to score pretty low in the 60s. It's like 68, 67. I think there's like a 61 in there. So I'm going to say the trend's going to continue, and we're going to say 68 here for NHL 26. It just sounds right to me. It looks like they're just not putting in a lot of effort into those games, which I guess I can see because at the end of the day, I don't feel like NHL games probably sell out the wazoo, and they probably don't have huge player counts. Like let's say the NBAs or the world. I know it's 2K, and you know this is EA, but it, you know, doesn't have probably the same player counts like obviously Madden or college football or even the sports FC clubs. So I just don't feel like there's probably not enough love going into it. On the 15th, we have Lego Voyagers, just a trademark Lego game here. It looks like it'll be a fun time. Let's just say 68 on this one or 69 on this one. We'll do 69 on this one. Looks like it'll be fine. It's a Lego game. We got another Lego game later this month as well. It's 69. It's fine. Little Witch in the Woods, the full release of this game is also on the 15th. We're going to say 82. This is one of those games that I turned to my wife on. Like, hey, what do you think this could potentially score? And she is so immensely excited for this. She played the early access when it was on Game Pass and stuff like that. It's a very, you know, from watching her play as well as doing my homework on it, it looks like a beautiful game. The art style is incredible. You know, and hopefully it does score about an 82. Let's rock with it. September 19th, we have Dying Light the Beast. I'm going to say 81 on this one. The Dying Light games kind of stay in a certain range, and I'm kind of just feeling Dying Light the Beast is going to kind of stay in that range as well. So yeah, shout out to that. On the 19th, we also have Trails in the Sky, the first chapter, which is the remake of the original game, which is awesome. Hopefully we get to see remakes of 2 and 3. Because as far as I know, I think 1, 2, and 3 are the only ones of the Trails games that are not available on modern platforms in some capacity. I'm going to say 82 on this one. The Trails games stay in that range of like consistent scoring and stuff, and I just feel like this one's going to kind of meet the same criteria. You know, a lot of people, this is going to be a great introduction to Trails for a lot of people, because if you don't know, Trails is essentially like the One Piece of gaming. While there's different sagas throughout the story where it's like you have the Ska Saga, whatever the saga that was called that had Azure, as well as, I'm drawing a blank on the other one. And then of course you have the Cold Steel saga, and recently you've had like the Horizon saga. So it's like, it's all one continuous story, but over different periods of time. So that's super cool. I'm looking forward to playing this and hopefully getting into the Trail series. Last one on the 19th, we have Toa and the Guardians of the Sacred Tree. I'm gonna say 78 on this one. I wish I could say a little bit higher because this game looks pretty cool to me. And honestly, I say 78 out of a little bit of optimism because I could see this actually scoring lower at like a 74 or whatever. I'm trying to manifest that it's gonna be as good as I think it looks. But but just kind of seeing some people's reaction of gotten to play the game or whatever, it's kind of just like, it's a 7 out of 10 game. So it could go a little bit lower, it could go in like low 70s range, but I'm gonna try to manifest we get into the green box, and we're gonna say a 78. On 23rd, we have Baby Steps by Devolver Digital, 50. Don't care. This game could score higher. I don't know, but every time I see this game, I get angry. This game looks so dumb to me, and it's probably going to score fairly well, but every time I look at it, I get mad. So it's getting a 50 for me. September 25th, my most anticipated game of the month is going to be Silent Hill F. I'm going to say an 89. I think this game is going to absolutely deliver. It's going to absolutely crush expectations. This game is going to be a phenomenal entry to not only Silent Hill, but a phenomenal entry to just horror games in general. Really excited to pick this one up. I've got my pre-order in right now, and I'm very excited to get my hands on this one, me and my wife both, and play it. So 89, we're feeling it. Also on the 25th, which this is diabolical because I also really want this game, but again, I have a trip coming up, so I'm trying to be very selective on what I buy this month. We have Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I'm going to say 84 because this game looks so good. There's the playtest going on this weekend when I'm recording this video. I haven't got a chance to play it. It is what it is. I'm just going to play it when it comes out. Hopefully I get it day one. If not, I'll be getting it probably sometime right after my trip, because my trip is right around the corner of this game. But I'm so excited for this game. I think it just looks like it's so much fun. 84, lock it in. Then on the 26th, we have EA Sports FC 26. Going to say 77, kind of in the same ballpark as the most recent entries as well. It just feels like it's kind of the right score there. And then on the 26th, we have Atelier Resliana, the Red Alchemist and White Guardian. No idea if I pronounced the first name part of that name correct, but it is what it is. Another new entry to the Atelier series, which I think this is the second one maybe for the Resliana. I think there was already a first one, maybe, I could be wrong, and it didn't get a review score, so I'm not sure if this one will, but let's say 75. I don't know. My knowledge of this series is very limited, besides like there was like the first few that never came over here to the West, and like the Reza series is like goated. That's all I know. So I don't know, 75. I'm just running with it. 26 as well, we got Pac-Man World 2 Repack, which the last one that the last remake they did that came out like last year, whatever, was like, I think like 71 or something like that, or 70. I'm gonna say 73. Get a little bit of a boost because it's got some Sonic the Hedgehog stuff in it, so that's cool. I loved Pac-Man World 2 back in the day on the GameCube, so this is one that I'm gonna probably pick up eventually. But yeah, 73, and it looks like it's gonna be just kind of a fun time. And then on the 30th, we have Lego Party, just another Lego game, 72. Again, it's just another Lego game. It'll be a fun party game. You'll have some dumb fun with it if you pick it up. It's what it is, kind of thing. On the 30th as well, Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny. Gonna say 65 on this one. It just doesn't look super impressive. You know, it's gonna hit in the same ballpark as kind of like what I just said about Lego Party. It's gonna hit the audience that it needs to hit, and just whatever, right? And lastly, on the 30th, we have Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles, the remake of the original game. Really excited for this one. I think it's going to score really well. I'm going to say an 87. Just the mix of the newer graphics, as well as you can swap to the old graphics, which also just huge kudos to the developers, where this game had to pretty much be remade from scratch because the original source code is lost. So big kudos to them on that for putting the extra work into it. I'm feeling 87. This is going to be a great release. Really excited for this one. A lot of people are. The voice cast looks great. Everything about it looks great. Excited for Final Fantasy Tactics here. So that's all my predictions for the month. Again, if I missed anything, drop a comment down below. Call me an idiot. Tell me the game I missed, and I'll predict in the comments below. What are your thoughts on the games coming up for September? Honestly, pretty good September slate. Like even October as well. I already started looking ahead for October and prep for my trip. I'm going to record the October one sometime here in the middle of the month to kind of get ahead on schedule. So there's definitely going to be some games probably missed in there for sure. Honestly, this month in October, both, man, it just has like a huge slate of great games coming out. My most anticipated, like I said, is going to be definitely Silent Hill from this month. Chronos: The New Dawn looks great. Sonic Racing and Final Fantasy Tactics, those are the ones that I'm definitely excited for. What are you excited for? What are your predictions for scores for the month? Please let me know. Be a friend, tell a friend, subscribe to the channel, check out the Patreon if you want to support us further, but don't feel obligated. Just watching the video, liking, comment, even disliking, whatever. You are helping in some capacity, so thank you so much. We appreciate you. And also make sure to check out Gamesthetic. We're live almost every single Saturday, and we'd love to see you there sometime. Until, have a good one. Bye.